We got to do another one here from AOTV Productions. Another interesting question. He says Jim Cornette believes Cena will retire as a heel because he doesn't see a way back for him as a face after eviscerating the fans. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think? Is there a chance that John Cena retires a heel? I don't see it.
No, and I love corny, but I disagree with that. I think it's one of these things where they want him to come back to be Cena so badly that when it's all said and done, if he just comes out the next night as a babyface, the place will go nuts. They're going to thank him. They're going to thank him for everything. Look at this scenario. If he stays a heel, let's say, and his last match is on a Sunday, he comes out on Monday Night Raw the next night, and you know that that's the last time you're going to see him, and he comes out, that place is going to go crazy cheering for him because they're going to be so thankful for what he's done. The reception that he's gotten over the years, and I've been fortunate to see almost his entire career, either from working with him and doing commentary for him, a bunch of his major part of his career. It's amazing how the fans have changed. At first they kind of resented him. At first they kind of, half liked him, half didn't like him. Then after a while, it just got where everybody loved the guy. It's an appreciation, I believe, of years of service is what it is. Very similar to, say, Dom at WrestleMania. I thought that was just an appreciation of, man, this guy's done a good job.
Christopher, we are indeed live. I know you're questioning as to whether or not this is live. It's 5:38 Central Time here on May 19th. We are totally live. Michael Carter, appreciate you donating to the cause. Thank you very much. Doorbell wants to know, does Hardcore Holly come to any of these events? Man, I haven't seen him at an event in a long time. When's the last time you saw Hardcore Holly? Oh,
I bet it's been 15 or 20 years. I'd love to see Bob. Bob and I were, pretty close friends, and we wrestled together a ton of times. I really like Bob. Bob's a good guy. Yeah, I know there's negative stuff about everybody. There's a lot of negative stuff about me too. So I've always enjoyed Bob. The guys like Bob too. Bob was one of those guys that all the boys really enjoyed.
His book, by the way, is underrated. There's a lot of people who they're pretty careful with their words. Bob Holly is not one of them. He just lets it rip, Tater Chip. I think that book is called The Hardcore Truth. It's on Amazon. If you're a Bob Holly fan and you haven't read it yet, I recommend you check it out. Trigger Cheese wants to know, how's Bruce and how many cowboy hats do you have? Yeah, I talked to Bruce about a week ago when I had the official word about JR, which I know we're going to talk about in a moment. But have you talked to Bruce lately? How is Bruce? Is Bruce alive?
I have talked to Bruce. Bruce called me the other night about 10:30 at night, and I talked to him for probably 45 minutes. So, yes. And I saw some of the fans' questions. I saw a couple of questions that they fit into some of the same category. A couple of them were, why are you such an asshole? Now, several people asked the same question. So, I don't know if you have like different pseudonyms or if everybody's wondering why I'm an asshole. And so, anyway, and the other one was, when's Bruce coming back? So, I really don't know the answer to either.
So you don't know why you're an asshole or when Bruce is coming back?
Bam. Correct.
Those are the great mysteries we're going to set out to solve here.
Maybe maybe they have something to do with each other. I have no idea. Yeah, I talked to Bruce the other day. He called me. He was on his way home. And you know how Bruce is. He talks to you until he gets like busy. Then he goes, "Oh, I gotta go," and he just hangs up on you. He asked me to come see him in DC. And look, now listen, I love Bruce. He was groomsman at my wedding, as people have seen the picture. And my retirement, I flew with he and his wife flew with us to Bermuda to celebrate and all this stuff. My retirement, and but Bruce said, "Come see me in DC." But Bruce, and last thing I want to do is be the old guy that comes around and sits around catering like I'm looking for a job or something. You know, I always hated the look of those old guys. I swore I'd never be one of them, and I'm not going to be one of them, or at least I hope I'm not. I may be. And so he says, "Come see me." So I get down there, and I'm just sitting like in an empty room with him. He had the old talent relations guy that's no longer there was with him at the time. I can't think of his name. The guy that came from the Raiders. And I'm just sitting there with him. Then he said, "I got to go do this meeting." I went out and he's like doing some meeting. And I'm just like sitting in the room with there's no TV. There's no monitors, nothing. I'm just like sitting there in the basement of the Washington Arena. So finally I said, "Bruce, I'm bored. I'm going home." Why are you going home? He's offended. I said, "Because I'm bored."
Yeah, I mean, I think it sounds interesting and intriguing and fun, even as a wrestling fan. But once you've done it once or twice, you kind of get it. It's like, okay, everybody's working, and I'm just kind of here. I'm gonna hit the road. But
no, I'm gonna leave, and nobody's gonna notice I'm leaving because I'm inconsequential.
How many cowboy hats you rocking these days? How many do you own, do you think?
I've got the one nice one that Atwood Hats built for me, and the guy built it in a day. So I called him up. I've told you the story. I called him up and I said, I need a hat because I need to go to Mexico City for AAA the first time. And I was in Texas and didn't have a hat. The local cowboy store didn't have one that fit me. And so they found at the store. I said, can you build me a hat? He goes, I can build you. Yeah. He goes, when do you need it? I said, 2 days. He goes, I'll have it for you this tomorrow. He built the hat for me. So I got the one nice custom hat. I'm going to buy a couple more. I'm looking for different colors now, maybe a cream color and a black color. And then I've got a few around here, probably 3 more around here.
All right. So there you go. There's our hat information. Michael Carter saw the video of you hitting Hornswoggle with trash cans, and he wants to know, does any gold pop out when the can hits?
I used to say a little sardine flew out my ass. They used to say when you got hit with something. Yeah, a little gold. Like if you hit him hard enough, seriously, all joking aside, if you hit Hornswoggle hard enough, you can knock gold out of him. It's fun. Then you collect it and you polish it and take it and trade it in. So that's the only thing he's worth. Otherwise, he's worthless.
Oh God, we're so brutal to him today. Guy W. Johns says, I want Bruce back, but I also want you to stick around, John. Do you or Conrad think this could be more of an ongoing thing, even if and when Bruce returns? Yeah, I mean, I think we've pretty much established that we're going to find a way to keep something like this going, even when Bruce is back, right?
I hope so. I got nothing else to do on Mondays. I'm looking. This is what I do. I look forward to you and the Stud Muffin, Dave Silva.
Yeah, we're going to keep.
And I got Stud Muffin before you. And I asked him because I want to know about this Mexican rapper who's a huge wrestling fan. They're doing great shows down in South Texas. And
talking about Mexican OT.
Mexican OT. Do you know him?
Yeah. Well, I don't know him, but I know them.
Okay.
I know that Mexican OT. Yeah.
Your partner Dave Silva doesn't know him.
He's not really Mexican. I don't know that you know that or not.
That's what I found out. And he lives in San Antonio.
I put him on that Mexican OT like 18 months ago, and he obviously didn't bother listening to it. But now he does have Freddie Fender on his favorites list. He wakes up every morning. That's his wasted days and wasted nights. I mean, that's Dave Silva every morning.
So Dave's like the ultimate like old white song guy.
Oh yeah, he knows all about Cars and Huey Lewis and the news and yeah, that's his
the whitest singer ever, Huey Lewis.
Oh yeah, that's his jam. Like his kids were. I hope they're not listening, but his kids were created to a Huey Lewis album. I don't think he needed the whole album. They're twins, so he probably got it done in the first song. Let's move on. SaveWithConrad.com.
Yeah, I'm Justin Ruffin from Knoxville, Tennessee. What got me to Save with Conrad was the 83 Weeks podcast. I really wasn't thinking about getting rid of any debt. I just wanted to cash out some equity in the house to do remodeling. But I did both, so that was pretty awesome. Worked out great. Redid the foyer, built pantry space, and there was like little odds and ends when I first bought the house that I wanted to take care of, and we were able to take care of it. So, yeah, paid off 2 cars and some credit card debt. So probably all in all, getting $30,000 in that, and then I got some $30,000 more equity out of the house, and still plenty of equity left over. So payment's good. I lowered my interest rate. I'm in a much better spot than I was. Super easy. Everybody was great. Very, very awesome people. Francis and Steve were great to work with. They're awesome. Made it for a very easy, seamless experience. I'd probably say all in all, probably $1,000 a month at least. I lowered my interest rate, especially the way the interest rates are right now, which is, that's amazing. I'm Justin Bruckman from Knoxville, Tennessee. I saved over $1,000 with SaveWithConrad.com, and I did a lot of renovations with that money as well.
That's number 2129, Equal Housing Lender. SaveWithConrad.com.